that 80% of dentists worldwide recommend Colgate for its marvelous dental properties.
Whoa there, pal. I don't mean to be rude by calling you out, but how carefully have you reviewed your stats? I, a TikToker by trade and statistician by hobby, think that there is something a little bit strange about those values that you have right there.
Wow, Indiana Jones? No, that's Professor Statistician, the life-fighting superhero.
That's right, young person. I'm Professor Statistician, the life-fighting superhero. Would you like to learn why these statistics don't reveal the full truth? Well, statistics, as we know, is the science of inferring estimations using samples of data. For example, if every dentist on Earth was asked what their favorite toothpaste is and replied, "That's easy, it's Colgate," because dentists sound like that, 80% of the time exactly, then we would know for a fact that 80% of dentists recommend Colgate. But that's basically impossible to do because at any given time, some dentists are performing surgery, some are sleeping, and others are, well, just too far spread out to reach. So, we statisticians must take samples, meaning we must carefully construct surveys to ask only a small percentage of dentists what toothpaste they would recommend, and then infer what the opinion of all dentists would be using just this small sample. As you can see, sampling does not give us the full truth, only our best approximation of the truth. There is much uncertainty about the actual percentage of dentists that recommend Colgate. Luckily, we can use statistical methods to quantify this uncertainty. There are many tools that we can use to make sure our statistics tell the full truth as much as possible. But we have to ask the right questions and critically think about the data collection process and the conclusions drawn from our data.
Okay, so I'll try ask the right questions to see if Colgate is lying with statistics. How exactly did you choose your samples, Colgate?
To sum it up, we asked 5 respected dentists to list some of their favorite toothpastes.
Ha! Immediately I see that you only used 5 samples. That's much too small to infer the characteristics of all dentists in the world.
Exactly. The sample size is very important. While it's not the only important factor, greater sample sizes relative to the population size, generally speaking, allow for less uncertainty. However, this isn't always true. It is also very important that the sample is chosen randomly from the population considered to eliminate any biases.
Where exactly did you find these samples, Colgate?
These dentists are the 5 most respected dentists in America.
You certainly can't claim to be recommended by dentists worldwide then. Hold on a second. I just realized that you asked dentists to name some of their favorite toothpaste brands, not just one. What are the results of the other toothpaste brands, Colgate?
Well, they are going to go and have a look.
Yes, that's true. Each listed about 3 or 4, and results show that 80% of the dentists also recommended Oral-B, whilst 100% of the dentists also recommended Crest. Oh no, I think we might have been biased and showed information that only showed us in good light instead of us being transparent. I hope no lawsuits are opened against us.
In our previous video, we showed that Colgate had misled us using statistics. We now want to explain exactly how they did it and why what they did was wrong.
Effectively, Colgate manipulated a category of statistics called descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics involves taking any raw data and summarizing or synthesizing it in a meaningful way to effectively produce a conclusion.
So, in Colgate's case, the conclusion they drew was that 80% of dentists are recommended. I mean, that's technically true, isn't it? So, what's the problem here?
Well, what we did was misleading. We knew that people would think that our claim meant that when given a choice of toothpaste, 80% of the dentists would opt for Colgate only, while the other 20% opted for another brand. But that is not what the data shows.
So you effectively use descriptive statistics in an unethical way, without any transparency. This false implication could have negatively affected other toothpaste brands, all based on an incorrect summary of data.
Exactly that. The implications of descriptive statistics are important, and implying meanings that aren't backed by data is completely unethical.
Wow, that is so interesting. I think I have another example to illustrate this. So, hypothetically, if our biomedical statistics class had a failure rate of 1% last year and 2% this year, we could produce a descriptive statistic that said that the failures doubled in just 1 year if we wanted to get our lecturer in trouble. Or we could say that the failure rate went up only 1%, doesn't seem too bad at all. That is amazing. I'm never going to take statistics at face value ever again.
That's right. We need to think over and research all of the statistics we read before making any conclusions.
As future statisticians, we should also think about how we can avoid using such misleading presentations of descriptive statistics.
I definitely agree. In my case, an ethical and transparent manner of producing a descriptive statistic from our data would be to say that 80% of the dentists in America listed Colgate to be one of their favorite toothpaste brands.
And lastly, kids, always remember this pie chart. 43% of all statistics are made up on the spot.